Hey guys, I hope you liked that intro, and welcome to the video. So, you're probably wondering, what makes Blood and Iron so good? Well, before we talk about that, let me give you an introduction to the game. Okay, so, the introduction. Blood and Iron is a 20v20, 10-minute round-based Napoleonic game. And, well, the main goal of every round is to, well, basically eliminate the enemy team. There is a wide variety of maps and nations, or, well, teams, that you can choose from. And then, of course, you also have the different classes and regiments and guns that you can choose from. You have the main regiments, the infantry, the skirmishers, and the militia. You have the cavalry, which speaks for itself, and you have the artillery. And let's not forget the classes, which include the ranker, the sapper, the officer, the drummer, the fifer, the color bearer, the bugler, the piper, and there's also the rifleman, which is not really a class, but it's worth mentioning because he's really good and a lot of people use him. The game isn't very pretty, graphically wise, since it's been around for a long time. The game also harbors a lot of glitches that are usually not too game-breaking, but still can be used to gain an advantage over your enemies. Okay, but you're probably wondering now, what makes the gameplay so much fun? Well, the thing is, strategy. Since movement is so limited, you really have to think about walking into certain situations, and carefully plan your actions. Now, what makes this so much fun is it creates these unique moments in the game where people clutch or perform weird tricks to win a fight. Okay, so what about combat? Well, it's quite boring, but very hard, or easy, depending on your enemy's skill. And it can be quite exciting at times, like when you defend or attack a base, or when you're in a building with lots of people, or even on the open battlefield. Point is, it's quite simple, but also complicated at the same time. Ah, yes, the community. My personal favorite part of the entire game. But before we dive into the details, a little explanation. Blood and Iron's community is a very loyal and active but medium-ish sized player base. It is also quite arguably one of the edgiest and toxic communities on Roblox. Well, let me show you some examples of the kind of people you will encounter here. To go Now, why is this possible? Lack of moderation. There are only admins on the now hidden Discord that can only be called on there, which is usually for exploiters or extreme cases of toxicity. Right, but what about the good stuff? You know, the player base has created a lot of unique memes and jokes, most significantly the soup joke. You know, it's very wholesome to see enemies come together to enjoy a nice serving of freshly made horse liver soup. In conclusion, the community is actually quite pleasant, with minor exceptions. I absolutely loved playing this game over the years growing up, and I look back fondly on those memories. You know, it is really worth playing this game, and I thank the developers for making this absolute masterpiece and, you know, providing something special on the intellectually dying platform we know as Roblox. I considered this to be the end of the video, but it doesn't have to be. Here's some bonus content. Oh, hello there. Welcome to 17th century cooking with knife. Today we are cooking some nice human organ soup. For this, you will need a fresh liver, a 1 hour old heart, 3 kidneys, half a 5-hour-old brain, and now we mash the products together to create a delicious soup. First off, start by putting 2 liters of demineralized water to a boil. Then, grate the heart. After that, you sprinkle 200 grams of sodium chloride over the liver and then put it in. Then, chop the 3 kidneys into thin slices and deep fry them. Finally, put the half brain in a blender and add it to the soup. Add the kidney slices and spice and bouillon. And that's it, folks. Enjoy your soup. Please do not try this at home. I am not liable for any injuries or damage caused using this recipe.
Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Car ma vie, car mes joies, aujourd'hui, ça commence avec toi.
Ah! Oh my goodness. No! Get back! Ah! Stop!